Okay, here is the follow-up video to the PCM replacement on a 1998 Mercury Sable to demonstrate the fix of the problem. Now, if you watched the previous video, you'll know that this vehicle was setting a code for the evap solenoid circuit. And the problem ended up being within the PCM. The PCM had a short to ground internally, which was causing the purge valve to be stuck open at all times. And it also caused two rich codes to set. Bank 1 and Bank 2 were running rich because the gas fumes were continuously being burned in the engine due to the purge valve being stuck open. So all I'm going to do here in this video is demonstrate the fix and show you guys how it should look like when it's functioning properly. First, let's turn the key on. Make sure all accessories are off, all lights are off, heating and air conditioning fan is off. And let's measure the battery voltage at the battery. So you've got positive and negative. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Bear with me. Positive and negative. There we go. And as you can see, we're getting 11.9 volts. We should see that on the evap circuit over there. The same battery voltage, because if you remember in the diagram, this circuit gets battery positive voltage when the key is in the on position, and then the PCM grounds it. So we should have a clean 11.9 volts at the purge valve when the key is in the on position. Doesn't necessarily mean that the PCM has grounded it and it's going to be closed, but we'll see what happens here when we test this. And there you have it, good clean battery voltage at the evap purge solenoid connector, just like it should be. Now I know it's like 1/10 of a volt less, but if you remember in the previous video, it was a whole 2 volts lower with the old PCM installed. Now with the new PCM installed, we're getting good battery positive voltage, and we know that we have no internal short to ground or high resistance that's causing the purge valve to stick open full time. So let's plug it back in, clear the code, then we'll go for a drive. Make sure that everything cycles through fine. It may take 2 or 3 drives for the evap monitor to run and make sure that everything is functioning properly. But for the most part, this should be the fix right here. And just for demonstration purposes, you can see that when I ground directly to the negative battery terminal, I get 11.9 volts. So about 3/10 of a volt higher. Whoop. Keep it on the connector there. About 3/10 of a volt higher than when it goes through the PCM. Well within spec. Again, much less than the 2 volt drop that it experienced when grounding through the PCM. Now because we had the evap purge solenoid disconnected, there may be a code set, a pending code set for it. So let's make sure that there's nothing set there. If so, we'll clear it out. And there we go, it didn't even set a code, so that's good. No stored, pending, or permanent codes, but as you can see, we still have 5 incomplete readiness monitors, so we're going to have to drive the vehicle to make sure that everything sets fine. So after a drive, everything should be good to go, and when all the monitors are set, you know that you've repaired the vehicle. And that should take care of it. I've been driving the vehicle for probably about 45 minutes now. Made some starts and some stops, short trips and a little bit of a long trip. So I'm going to see how many monitors have set and see if we have any codes pending. So we're connected to the vehicle here. Let's go over to diag and let's hit read codes. And no codes found. That's good. Still have the evap and the catalyst system monitors that have to set, but that's to be expected. I kind of expected that. So I also wanted to go over here and show you some data as well. It also has brand new oxygen sensors. Those were put in because of the extended amount of running rich that this engine was doing. The O2 sensors became contaminated with fuel and eventually started getting stuck and we're setting slow response codes. So 2 oxygen sensors later, and these codes those codes went away, and the oxygen sensors, as you can see, are responding as they should. You want to see of both sensors, you want to see bank 1 and bank 2 sensor 1 on those banks. You want to see them bouncing back and forth like they are, up to 600-700 volts, and then down to less than 100, and that's exactly what they're doing. And then sensor 2 on both banks, those are after the catalytic converters. Those should not bounce around, and they should be in the range that they're at now, indicating the catalytic converter is working as it should. The fuel trims are less than 10% on the short-term side, and then on the long-term side we're around 10 or so, and that's an acceptable range. It's really all the data I have on this, but we don't have a rich condition, as you can see, so we definitely took care of the purge issue with the PCM. So I'll let this sit overnight, and we'll do a cold start the next morning and drive it around, and this should take care of it. So there you guys go. Hope you enjoyed the video.